What?
Their wolf. Their castle.
Why are you talking that way?
I thought you wanted to.
No, I don't want to.
Suit yourself. I'm easy.
Werewolves! Werewolves! Scary! Oh, the election! Werewolf! Werewolf! Hello everyone! Scary! My name is Quinlan, welcome to Melbourne Musos Live! Blah blah quack 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 there wolf. Hello everybody. How's everybody tonight? I would like to go down the track of oh, tom work. There you go. Oh, we're in an election year. Oh, and it's quack, 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 quack. Oh, there it is. All right, you can't shut them up. Oh, the great debate. Oh, all right. Now, what I've been doing, I'm going a bit jazzy, a little bit loosey-goosey with tonight's subject because I'm going to talk about the late, great Jeannie Krupa. Sing, sing, sing. Big noise from Winnica. Oh, there you go. In this kind of election year. Now, I'd like to name check someone here. Johnny Fordham, are you still watching my show? You gave me this many years ago, and I want to really thank you for it. There it is. I put it up to my main camera there. Oh, Gene Krupa, The Science of Drumming. This one is book 2. And I have 2 Chris, best wishes. Johnny Fordham, there it is there. Mwah, 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 if you're watching. What a great doyen of Melbourne drumming is Mr. Johnny Fordham. Sorry, pardon me, I better keep my teeth in. They are my own. Come on, stop rattling, boys. Biographical note. I'm getting stuck straight into it. A little bit different. I usually go to the phone. I usually go to the usual sources and all that. But seeing I've got this, why not I read from the biographical notes of Gene Krupa? I mean, anyone worth their salt will do a study of Gene Krupa at some stage, you know, and one of the things you want to get to know is your history. And because I'm following on from, lots of jazz drummers, Gene Krupa reigns supreme. See what I did there? John Coltrane reference with Elvin Jones. Biographical note. Ooh, Gene Krupa, The Science of Drumming. The most colourful and dynamic personality of swingdom is unquestionably Gene Krupa, the titanic genius of rhythmic drumming, but this creator of the seventh heaven of musical frenzy is more than an entertaining showman. He is acknowledged to be, by drummers and musicians themselves, the foremost living exponent of the art of rudimental and creative drumming. Gene Krupa was born in Chicago in 1909, and this was especially fortunate for him because Chicago was destined to be the center of the greatest advance of swing music during the years 24 to 1930. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he was big. And one of the things, this is the science of drumming, and dare I say it, I'll put it away too quick. Oh, what it is what is on page 3. Chart of the 26 basic drum rudiments, and he goes through them. There you have it. He keeps on going through. There they all are. And then the rest of the book, there's a couple of anomalies in the book too. So it's quite funny. Quite enlightening even. But the rest is all snare drum. Not a tom-tom to be seen. Yet, when you're talking about one of his great things is sing, sing, sing. Oh, so you got that? Oh, great set of hands, as I always say. There you go. Now, he and Buddy Rich were... Gene Krupa came first, Buddy Rich not long after, and they were like that right up until Gene passed away in 1973. Pardon me. And what it is he was such an influence. I mean, they all said... I said it just the other week, that both Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich... When I did Louis Belson the other week, they all mentioned Chick Webb as one of the great drummers. You also have Baby Dodds, who was master of the press roll, which we're all hearing on Anzac Day. So. Ooh! New Orleans style. They would get into all sorts of things. They would just take the horns out, the dub horns. I did take them out, didn't I? Oh, wrong button, Chris. Story of my life. I'm doing my own boom tissues. I hope you all did a boom tish at home. Or were you throwing your beer at the TV? Press roll. Double stroke roll. Single stroke roll. Now, when you look at Gene Krupa playing in places like the Ed Sullivan Show and places like that, what you often see, he's playing quite lightly, but he seems to pull out a thunderous tone. And it's got a combination of the drums that he uses and the way that he tunes them and the way they come out. Like. So you don't have to bash. When you do a rim shot, or Most people think it's up there like that and bang, bang, bang. But like Louis Bellson with his 2 bass drums in jazz, the rim shot was huge in trad jazz, you know, like... You can have a shallow one, a little poppy one. You can have the big one, a la heavy metal and everything else. Ooh! And that's what goes on, you see. Get that going. I'm mostly doing here a 2 feel. Boom, 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 boom. So take your rudiments, put them on the toms. Double stroke. One of the things that happens is when you start drums, more often than not, you don't have a set. You can't very well go... So I'm practicing flute. But you can literally just get a pair of drumsticks, pinch one of Mum's pots when she's not looking, and tap on it like I did after I gave away the violin. With the teacher going, me, 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 me. Oh. Oh. And you can practice that. So you can get yourself a cheap practice pad or a practice pad and do your rudiments. But as soon as the drum kit comes along, use the tom-toms. What does this one? Funnily enough, though, with the Gene Krupa science of drumming, there's not one tom-tom in it. Ooh, there you go. And then what you do is you get yourself a metronome of some kind of description. They're all out there. They're free with apps and all that. Here's mine.
Do you play your rudiments or not? 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 Do you play your rudiments or not?
Do you play them or not? Hey. You see, there's a few things. Because we're in an election year, you can also have, you know...
The cost of drumming's been going up, so we're going to repeal the paradiddle tax.
There's no more paradiddle tax.
The cost of drumming's been going up, so we're going to repeal the paradiddle tax. The cost of drumming's been going up, so we're going to repeal the paradiddle tax.
And the opposition has matched that.
Yeah, we made a mistake. We've reversed our policies and now everybody can drum from home.
You can drum from home!
Yeah, we made a mistake. We've reversed our policies and now everybody can drum from home. Yeah, we made a mistake. We've reversed our policies and now everybody can drum from home. You sit down.
Sit down. There you go. So what it is... Now, when you're doing these kinds of things, I shall show you a couple of things. I suppose I'll take the dub horns out again. Thank God a lot of you are saying. So, the humble paradiddle, now that we're not getting taxed on it, there's no tariff on it. A lot of colour. Here's a single stroke roll. Paradiddle, double. Get it? Got it? Good. There it is. So what happens is you don't have to, oh, look how fast I can go. Look how this is, that is, that is. One of the things that was really distinctive with the drum battles between Genie Krupa and Buddy Rich was Chop City. Okay, keep your eyes on a bargain. That's an old one done to death. But what it is Gene Krupa just had the sound. Of course, Buddy Rich, of course. Ooh, brutal. Just ask his band, especially if you're wearing a beard. Get off my bus. Very famous. I might put it up there, maybe. They made a cartoon.
Cut off that
But Jeannie,
beard,
you just sit there. And he had all these wonderful little chops, but now, single stroke roll. That's what we've got. There's a start. Tom-tom. Double stroke. A little bit of an emphasis on the left hand. Harridan.
blah, blah.
Here it is. All right, so that's what goes on, you see. Now, you know, he's famous for things like Big Noise in Winnica. Oh, is that how you pronounce it? Winnica? I'm just saying it straight off the top of my head. All that stuff. He was great with the set of brushes. Look at the cover. Brushes and sticks, lovely picture. And one of the doyens, one of the heroes, one of the everythings of it, you see. So when you're actually doing a, say, all the rudimental things, like when you take the humble drag, that kind of thing, double and a tap, try and scoop it. That's a 5-stroke. There you go. And then when you put it in, now, one of the things about tom-toms is depending on their size, they have less bounce than, say, the more highly tuned snare drum skin. So, and what starts to happen with technique is that you, once again, can have wrist control, you can have finger control, but most of what we do is a blend. So what starts to happen, it's almost like a torque ratio on a 4-wheel drive, you know, that kind of business. So you might be doing a double stroke here. That kind of stuff there. But when you go to the different toms, there's a little bit, you've got to work a bit harder. You've got to get the wrist in, mate, the wrist. Ooh! There it is there. So I tend to have a bit of a blend because when I'm doing here, there's more fingers, less so, less so. You could call it, say, do it by 10% if you want to. So it could be, let's just say, mostly fingers, right? Let's say 80%, right? 70, 60, 50, half and half. Then you're working to get the low sound. Otherwise, it just goes flop, 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 flop. Story of my life. Put the boys back in. Hello, boys. How are you? The band riders over there. I know it's thirsty work. Ever played with a horn section? Bloody hell. Oh, I remember once with the Zappa Instrumental. Band rider was gone before we even played a note. Like that. It's thirsty work, boys. So even if you're just going down the drums, that sort of business there's a kind of a thing that you don't have with electronic kits because it's pad, 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 right? All that. So it's the same all the way down. You have to get used to that. If it's mesh, 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 oh, it's very bouncy. Okay, so that's what goes on. And what you have when you get onto an acoustic kit, what starts to happen? You have to start to work your torque ratio. Talking about torque. Blah. Geez, we're getting a lot of talk lately, especially from me. So when I'm doing things like this, you can see the whole thing in play. You can have fingers, you can have wrists, and then the rest is a blend. Time to talk about Genie a bit more. I better get a wriggle on. Right there. Okay. Krupa was not satisfied with merely the spontaneous enthusiasm of rhythmic drumming. He felt that there must be an intellectual side to his instrument, bending the language there, Chris, as with any other, and so he took up the study of rudiments from Sanford E. Moeller, whose picture I put up there just the other week, then recognized as the finest teacher in New York. Vaping. As the result of this study, plus his inherent creative powers, he evolved a style of drumming which has done more for drummers than anything in the history of music. From Vishendra Shirali, who plays on 12 drums for Uday Shankar, the Hindu dancer. Gene learned many things about contrapuntal rhythmic combinations. Did I not do an Indian show last week with those wonderful rhythms? I did a few in 15. Who can dance to that? They can. There you go. And another great inspiration to his art were the Belgian Congo records made by the Dennis Roosevelt expedition to Africa in 1935. Ooh, there it is, The Science of Drumming. There we have it. Book 2. There you go. I remember book 1. I remember looking at that and it being in Allen's Music when it was in Collins Street, way back when they had the sheet music department in the basement, and I used to go there after school nearly every day and just have a look. And I said, I'm going to buy that. And I came back with my pocket money, the money I made from Dad's pub, serving behind the bar when you could do that underage at the good old Dan O'Connell. And I got there, it wasn't there anymore, and I never saw it again. Bugger. Oh. But Johnny Fordham gave me that one, and I love him for it. There it is. All right, I better get a wriggle on. Oh, we're off. Here we go. Oh, listen to them, will ya? Oh, look at what we've had to put up with. Oh. My name is Quinlan. Genie Krupa. I will have this later on. And my name is Quinlan. As I said, Melbourne Musos live talking about Genie Krupa. Do you play them or not? Oh my lord!
Sit down, Krupa. You sit there.
Oh!
You sit there. Sit down, Krupa. You sit there. Sit down, Krupa.
Now for a nice glass of...
Werewolf.
Werewolf?